Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. We're going to be going ahead and taking a look at some of the peach trees that have been germinating for the last couple of weeks. This was back in January. I've been having a pretty high success rate with a lot of the seeds that actually started. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to get something that looks like this. This is just one of my younger seedlings that started. It's about an inch and a half, and I'm going to go ahead and pull out another one. But in this video, I'm going to show you guys the whole process of getting the seeds, cracking them open, and then germinating some of these so that you can actually have some seedlings to grow in the springtime and possibly have fruit in the near future. So for this next part of the video, this is where I show you all the seeds that I collected. These are seeds that I collected from a neighbor, but you can get some of these seeds from any of the fruit that you eat, any of the stone fruit that you eat. And then you want to go ahead and grab a hammer, and this is where you kind of have to be a little bit delicate because you just want to lightly tap the outside of the shell. And then once you break it open, like you're seeing me do here, it reveals the seed, and the seed kind of looks like a little almond. And if you think it's bad, it'll either be all the way black or it'll just disintegrate in your hand. You won't even be able to flip it over like I'm doing right now. But what I'm going to do for the rest of this little segment, I'm going to speed through and collect some more seeds, tap them, and then once we have all of our seeds collected, then I'll go ahead and show you how many we have at the end. Alright, here we have all these seeds collected outside of the shell. You can see this is about 10 to 12 seeds that I have in my hand, but because I have so many, I'm going to plant these in these containers. And honestly, I don't recommend planting out any kind of trees in short little small containers like this because the roots do need to grow a little bit deeper, but this is just good for an example. You can see I'm going to go ahead, take the seed, and just throw it in there. Some people would say that you need to plant the seed a certain direction or a certain way facing this way, but honestly, as long as the seed germinates, I'll be happy. But like I said, I don't recommend these style containers. I recommend this style container right here, which is on screen. It's this treetop container. It's about 1 to 1.5 feet tall, and it's really nice because it allows your tree plants to have the roots grow down and very deep. So we transplanted our little tree from these little containers to the treetop container, and you can see this thing looks really nice and really healthy. I love the vibrant green that this peach tree has and the dark soil. So that's a good example of what kind of container you want for any kind of tree that you're starting. And this is just an example of the trees after I transplanted them from the small container to something that's more appropriate for tree growing. This next example is a little module of about 20 little pods, I would call them, pretty tall. And this again is beneficial for your tree plants because it's letting the roots grow deep instead of growing in a circle or growing in a square and getting kind of root bound, because I believe that will hinder your plant later on in its growth cycle. But I like using these containers, and this is where I show you the other plants that I have growing. And you can see I have a ton of little guys, but these little this little module is nice because you can actually pull individual pods out of this little rack, and you can actually tap these guys out and then plant them in a hole. Very easy. And you can see these peach trees are actually kind of growing a little wonky, and that's because I had them underneath a tarp and completely forgot about them. But the cool thing is they still germinated. I still got a high succession rate with the germination. That's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a like and comment down below on something else that you want to see grown in the garden. I will have an update that I'll give you guys to show the progression of these peach trees. But for the meantime, go ahead and click on one of the 2 videos down below.